Everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, the 30th of June 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Wheel of the Year tarot for this reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. The King of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the King of Chalices. Wow. So, the King of Pentacles is mastering the physical world, finances, jobs, daily routine, your physical health. The King of Cups is mastering spirituality. It's mastering manifestation. We've got Taurus there. So what he thinks becomes real. It's a law of the universe that whatever you think you are, you eventually become. He's mastered imagination, creativity, nurturing, love, and healing. And what we have between them is conflict. They even look similar. How amazing is that? So the Five of Wands is, here we've got them arm wrestling. It's a trivial conflict. It's not serious. This is a game. The two are buddies and they're just testing out their strength and seeing who's going to win. So today, you are both physically and in your actual life, you're really settled. Remember that the court cards go from page to knight to king. The page doesn't know very much about the element at all. Here we've got the element of earth, which is money and work and health. Here we've got the element of water, which is spirituality and healing and love and creativity. So the page has to learn about those things. The knight is sometimes really unable to do work. He's stuck in poverty mode or he procrastinates, and he really has to use his manifestation abilities to get through those blockages so that he can become the king. It takes work to get to this position. The Page of Cups, for instance, may have no compassion, and he needs to learn that. The Knight of Cups may be too romantic and fall in love too quickly. And he has to ground himself to learn to become the king so that he gives his love when it is appropriate. And he listens to his intuition and he heals and he's passionate about things that are sustainable and that feed his soul, and where he gives something and it gives him something back. You see these beautiful, passionate flowers here growing. He's in a beautiful environment because he feels abundant and loved. He's got an amazing connection with the higher realms. He manifests a beautiful physical world around him. The great thing about this is that it kind of indicates that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and the King of Cups, Chalices, is really the stronger one here because he has that connection with the higher realm. He sees himself as he wants life to be. He manifests that, and that has an effect on the physical world. The King of Pentacles has to use watery elements to get to his position. He also has to see himself as rich and secure and abundant and prosperous. He has to fake it until he makes it. So he has to use that faith, and that faith needs to come from somewhere. Either he feels validated by his peers, or he's incredibly smart and he works his way up, or he just has a feeling that he deserves to be in this position because he's special or because he's exceptional. But something powerful needs to be inside of him for him to get to this position of being exceptional, being at the top, and having everything that he wants in life. So, positivity, connecting with beautiful vision of what your life can be like and ought to be like is essential today. And the wrestling match, what's this called? Whatever game they're playing, they're arm wrestling. The arm wrestling is about, is the physical world going to win? So, for instance, you've got money problems. Is that going to win and be your reality? Or is the King of Cups going to win? And he says that debt is not your reality. Your reality is abundance and prosperity. You are infinitely prosperous and rich and abundant, and you don't need to take that situation seriously because you have so much going on, so much value to give. When you focus on that, you will easily create wonderful products and things that are going to create an income, and you will be able to pay off that debt and change your circumstances. So the question is, are my physical circumstances real? Or is the vision that I have for my life real? So you can really split this in half. And as I said before, the King of Cups has to lend some of his energy to the King of Pentacles so that he can get to his position. He has to imagine himself doing well. And often that energy comes from connecting with the higher realms, because let's say you aren't particularly gifted. Let's say your parents didn't tell you every day that you were the best, wonderful creature on the planet. Then you may feel bad about yourself. And if you feel bad about yourself, you're not going to get to this position. You're going to create circumstances which are more negative, and you're going to feel like you're stuck in a job, or you have certain health issues, or you feel a sense of loneliness. So how do you break out of that? How do you break out of that perception and that way of seeing the world? How do you fake it? The only way I've experienced or been able to do it is to meditate and to borrow a vision for my life that the higher power has for me. If I just look at my life by myself and I decide this is what I deserve and this is what is my reality, then I really miss the mark, because I don't give myself enough credit. I don't know about you guys, but I think most people do that. Some people see themselves as the most amazing person and they aim really high and they create these wonderful lives. But I think the rest of us, most normal people, we kind of go in the other direction and we don't feel like we deserve every wonderful thing in the world because we're not perfect, or we don't look perfect, or we don't speak perfectly, or this is wrong with us, and meh, 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 meh. And the point is that today we need to listen to our angels, our guides, who say that, look, here is your amazing future. Here is what you deserve. Wonderful things that you could never even dream of. And why do you deserve them? Because you're a perfect spiritual being and we love you. So regardless of your parents or your school experience or your working life experience, the universe loves you and it wants amazing, wondrous things for you that you could never possibly even imagine by yourself. So when it comes to the arm wrestling, the blonde man is going to beat him in a second. He's going to push his arm down because the spiritual side today is going to win. You're going to be able to picture your life the way it ought to be. You're going to be able to visualize that. Take a moment to sit down and see yourself in your happy place. Is it by the beach? Is it on top of a mountain? Is it in a beautiful home. Wherever your happy place is, you close your eyes, you see yourself there, and you see all of the things that you want and all of the things that you deserve. And all of the things that people have said you don't deserve and that you'll never achieve and you'll never get because you're this and this and this. You're going to ignore all of that and you're going to see yourself in the most wonderful, positive position that you've ever been in. And then actually visualize yourself arm wrestling. You sit yourself down and you get someone else in your happy place coming up and sitting down with you at the table. And the person sitting down with you arm wrestling represents all of the criticism and all of the failures that you've experienced on planet Earth. All of the rejections, all of the pain, all of the firings from jobs, all of the parking tickets that you've got. And imagine yourself sitting down at this table and actually arm wrestling that and arm wrestle that arm down on the table and realize that you have the strength to really, really just, he has no power over you. You are so much stronger. There's not even resistance. All you need to do is realize that you're so much stronger and you can get that arm down. Visualize that in your mind. And that's a great way of actually affirming to yourself that I am not going to take what the world offers me as reality and what I deserve. Instead, I'm going to design my own life and I'm going to listen to these messages from my angels and my guides, and I'm going to listen and watch and see these wonderful things that they're showing me, and I'm going to keep those in my mind's eye, and I'm going to stay in my happy place, and I'm going to manifest the best life that I can possibly live. And it's a wonderful exercise that you can do over and over and over and over again. You don't just have to do it today. You can do it whenever you're feeling low, and you sit down and you arm wrestle the hell out of this, and you win every time. And that way you manifest a more beautiful future for yourself. It's just today, the veil seems to be thin and you have that access into yourself. You're a king, a queen, and you have all the power. And for some reason, that has been, the things holding you back from seeing that have been stripped away. And you really see yourself as you are. And this is the secret to a wonderful life. It's as simple as that. It's a law of the universe. If you see what you deserve and you make it wonderful and as rich as possible, you will get that. Sooner or later, it will manifest. Sometimes it manifests instantly. Sometimes it manifests in months or years. But this is an exercise that you should remember, and I love this reading because I'm going to do this as well. Every time I feel like, oh no, this isn't going to happen for me because I'm just so meh. Like, for instance, this isn't going to happen for me because of my age or because of my height or my looks or because of my financial situation. I'll sit down in my happy place, get those negative things, wrestle them to the ground. Yeah, not just arm wrestling. I'm going to jump on them, pounce on them, and wrestle them on the ground, pin them to the floor, and do a victory dance. Because I know that the universe is on my side, has my back, and I'm never going to have to suffer when I'm partnered up with my higher self, with my guides, and life is going to be a walk in the park. It's going to be amazing. 1 and 1 is 2. Court cards count as 1. 2 and 5 is 7, and 7 is mind and creativity. So today is all about your mindset. You get to choose. Choose the unbelievable, amazing reality that's going to come your way, or settle for the rubbishy, crappy reality that you've always been told that you're going to have. And let yourself just be lifted over all of that. And it sounds so easy, but if you've had a mother or a relative or a whole family background that says we are always going to be poor. Every generation has been poor. None of us have ever achieved anything. We're always going to struggle, blah, 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 blah. If you come from that kind of background, then you need a little bit of fuel to lift you over that hump. So allow the universe to form a little cloud under you today and to just take you from this side of this reading and to float you over to the King of Cups, which is who you really are, and stay on that side and start realizing your true strength. So it's a great day to change your mindset permanently. Have an amazing day. What a fabulous way to end June. Oh my goodness, this is the best way to end June, because this is something that you can implement any time you're feeling a little bit like life isn't going your way. Just wrestle it to the ground. Just get rid of it. Poof, make it disappear. So that's so wonderful. I love it. Have a wonderful day here. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, I use astrology and numerology. And by using all three, I'm able to really look at a blueprint of who you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, what your life purpose is, what your vocational aptitudes are, what's coming up for you in future. And if you have any questions, I can answer those by using these divination systems and tapping into my intuition. So if you're interested in that, then please do get in touch via the website, gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. Have a fabulous day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.